Panthers at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Beavis, out to get us started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down. Yellow. Check.
Off the play fake, Young. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. He'll take this to the 46. The Panthers at 500 hit 6-6. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Okay.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Ready. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Touchdown, Carolina! Tommy Tremble, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
That's caught, Puka Nacua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 49-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
But this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Smash, red. 10 black. Ready.
Young now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Let's go. Ready.
Young now from the 50. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Set, hut. Blue striker. 45. White. Hut, hut.
Here is Young. He's going to air one out. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words. Early.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Left side here to Sanders. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trouble, 38. Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Brooks trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they come up now, second and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try again. And this time he works his way in. Touchdown, Panthers. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
180.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
And the Rams first down.
Ready. 250.
Stafford now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
280.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, right?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Once again, it's Brooks. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Grill green. Hut, hut.
3rd down, Young from the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panther Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Down. Yellow, 22.
Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Let's go. Set.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
White. Fury, yellow. Black Ultra. Blaster, 6.
Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They go play action. Young on the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go now.
He'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Claws red. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Black shot. Ready?
It'll be Young again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a dive catch. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
Play action. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers 21-yard line.
They'll send Adams in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua from 19 yards away. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Blaster, 6. Ready?
Young to throw it. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Drill, 52 blue. Green jack. Red cycle. Set cut.
Throwing, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready, 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 ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
2nd and 5.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now a quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The play fake, now Young. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Brooks. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Yellow. Set. Hut. Black ultra. Hut. Go. Ready.
Young will set to throw. He's got a man. Complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And the lead is out to 14.
It's the score. Panthers 31, Rams 17.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's complete. Jordan Whittington. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Following the interception, Young. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Up the middle with Brooks here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ready?
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Drill green.
Now here's Young. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Down. Hut, hut.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. Yellow. 43. Striker. 3-3. 6. Mega. Ready.
Young here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. They go play action here on first down. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Ready.
Throwing is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 22.
Now Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Waiting.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Rams 24.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready. Hut.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 42 yards. And the Panthers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic. and take it to the house? Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were